29th Sunday in the Ordinary Time, October 21st. My dear brothers and sisters in Jesus, a lawyer was on his deathbed. He thought his time is coming up. He called upon his wife. She rushed into the room. Then he said, "Honey, would you please bring the Bible for me?" She thought that's a great chance because he seldom only has seen him reading the Bible. But anyway, he rushed and took the Bible and was ready to read out whatever his favorite passage was. As he was standing like that, he immediately snatched the Bible from her hands and began to turn over the pages right and left, looking very frantically to top from the bottom. And the wife was curious to know what he is looking for. She asked him, "Honey, what are you searching for? Tell me." Then he said, "There is no much time left. I am looking for the loopholes." This is a beautiful example depicting many a times our attitudes. We want to find out the loopholes to get through the eternity, not actually living the message or the mission that has been told us through the Bible. To work out in a given situation what is demanded of us is important. Being lazy and finally finding out a chance, a loophole to save ourselves looks very funny. Here is a story from the American Revolutionary War, where an exhausted group of soldiers were trying to change a barrier and working hard at it. All the soldiers were there trying to help, and one of the leaders standing and crying out, shouting out, giving commands to different people to do something or other. He was not getting at anywhere, but still he was shouting out so powerful. At that time, there comes a civilian on the horseback and finds that the commander is shouting out, but nothing is getting done. This man found it very strange. He immediately dismounted from the horse and asked the commander what does he want, and as he ordered, he began to move out things, pull out things and get things moved. After a while, all these barriers were moved out. The stranger came and asked the commanding leader, "My dear captain, next time, whenever you find that you give commands and nothing is getting done, you come to your senior captain and ask his help. I will come and help you." Saying this, George Washington got onto his horse and ran off. This is the experience of the first American president who wanted to prove that a servant leadership is the most powerful leadership. To command and control, to make noise and clamor is easy, not doing anything. But to become a servant leader is very important. This is what Jesus is teaching in today's gospel. Servant leadership. Who is a leader? Jesus gives a totally new image for the true leadership. You and I often happen to face opportunities where we have to be in the leadership roles. When we are in the leadership, to give a command, keeping my power, my position, my influence and my leadership is easy, but the true leadership comes in, where I begin to set aside my interest, my position, my achievement and my power, and give priority to the needs, problems and requirements of the other one. Once I begin to realize the needs of the other people, those who are under me, and I give priority to them and begin to execute those things effectively for them, then I become a true leadership who gets all kinds of support, all kinds of strength from everybody else. This is the true nature of good leadership that Jesus wanted to teach in today's gospel. So the one who is the leader among you should be your servant. The one who wanted to become the first has to be the last. Don't try to assert yourself over against the other one, but support others, losing your own identity or achievement that will make you accepted by everybody else as their leader. This is the true nature of leadership Jesus wanted to teach. T. Raja is an auto rickshaw driver in Bangalore who earned average 200 rupees a day. With that money, he had to take care of his wife and children, give them good education, look after his vehicle and take people wherever they wanted. He was a man of good nature. Someday, as he was going back after his work, he noticed an old man stripped on the wayside, shivering, unable to stand by himself, and there was nothing for him to eat. He wanted to help him, but it was late for him. He didn't have anything else with him, so he just went back home. Going back home, this image of this old man who was suffering, who was shivering, who was hungry, who could not be helped, touched his mind a lot. So he came back the next day and looked for that old man, but nobody was there. Then he began to inquire about him. Then the police people told him that that man died that night itself and he was buried. This touched our auto rickshaw driver, Raja. Then he decided, I have realized that he has failed in one of his God-given duty to help a person. Now it should not be repeated. Another day, as he was driving through the street, he finds another old woman, unable to walk, lying on the wayside, nobody taking care of her. He took her in his auto rickshaw, brought to his house. He, with the help of his wife, washed this woman. Worms were falling from the wounds of her back, but he began to help the person, to feed the person and save the person. This simple beginning of T. Raja has created a totally new world there. Today he is taking care of 152 people in the small hut where he lives, taking care of them. Everyone who were collected from the street sides, all of them have got something to eat every day, something to talk about every day, something to feel happy about their lives, just because he got an inner inspiration of loving and helping others in their needs. Is it not Otto Raja a better disciple of Jesus than many of us? We are like James and John, who wanted to get a better place in the kingdom of Jesus and took a chance to plead with Jesus for that, which made all other disciples jealous about them. This jealousy leads us to vanity and peril. Whereas Jesus taught them, those who want to become a leader should be the servant. It is among the pagans that they lord it over the leaders. But among you, it should not be like that. The one who wants to become a leader should be the servant. The one who wants to become the first must be the last. Selfless service based on sincere love to God and man. That's what makes the real Christian life. All other ambitions, jealousy, infight, everything creates peril in the personal life, social life, and religious life. Ambitions are good if it is filled with charity. Achievements are great if it is based on truth and justice. Selflessness prompting us to love God and humans, sacrificing our own selfishness, that makes us a true disciple of Jesus. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.